divide roles clearly. Communicate during review times. Don't come and be telling us things. Communicate.
It's not true. Okay.
No. You shared evidences effectively. Your evidence.
Accountants. You can hear.
Practice teamwork. And everything that you have to do, teamwork. So, are we good?
Yeah, we are good.
We have questions.
Okay. Once again, what's the pricing?
You don't know how to go there in person. We're talking about efficiency now. The efficiency on that is we have it save cost, also it save life. It save cost in the sense that imagine somebody from UK wants to buy a property from MKH City. Imagine the person coming down, booking a flight, the risk of taking that flight from UK to Nigeria. So that has been eliminated using virtual tour. Also, it saves cost as well. So what you just need to do is just pick up your phone, send every document needed to the client. Having seen the document, if the client needs something much more to convince in, you have to go to the site, do a live video with the client to convince the client that, okay, this is not AI generated, for it to be well convinced that, okay, this property is genuine and real. So having said that, I think with this point of mind for now, I'll rest my case that virtual tour, it is much more better than in-person.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ido Olukunle Damilare, and I'm representing Group 2, the champion. So now, I'll be talking on the VR, that is virtual reality, and physical inspection. That is what I termed it as. And I'll be talking against the virtual reality. In as much as I would like to commend architect Timmy on giving us the insights on VR, but at the same time, I would like to state some facts. Number one, we have something called tangible aspects of real estate or of property. Now, how do you want to know that everything in the building is working perfectly well? Until you get there, how do you want to know that, okay, this is the quality of the paints, this is the quality of the chandelier, the tiles, and every other thing that we have in the building? So you can't know that through camera or through virtual tour. Number two, we have technical gap. While VR technology is advancing, it may still lack some details to showcase the structural design of the property. Because to some reasonable extent, what VR covers most is the interior parts. What about the exterior parts? If you are telling me that you are going to send me the video, as I've said, can be manipulated. So I won't have the cogent information or details that I need that can convince me whether to buy or not to buy the property. The third point, we have regulatory and legal requirements. This that you are saying is focusing more on people that are ready to put down their money to buy. What about people that want to get a mortgage plan? What about financial institution? Will you tell them that, okay, come and see what I want to buy on phone? No. They have to go there in person, and you have to go there with them to show them that this is the building that I want to actually, base my mortgage plan on. So when we are talking about, I've already mentioned that before, when we are talking about this VR, I could remember, it might have happened to all of us here, that we order for something online, right?
Yes.
And they will bring another things. This is what I ordered for versus this is what I got. So with these few points of mine, I think I can convince you, and not to confuse you, that virtual reality cannot replace physical inspection. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mufed Danisa, and speaking on existing protocol, JMD said something about not having the experience. There's some things you won't get to know. First of all, if you're talking about an external view, that's why we have drones. drones will do the coverage seamlessly. That's one. I know you might want to say, oh, it's not going to capture all what you want to see there. But then, I feel like a 3D... Sorry, can you look at that, this in 3D stuff here, the diagram there? You can't tell me you see a video of this and you won't say it is not well detailed. 3D modeling gives you a well-detailed thing of the property you want to get, or the land or the building. That aside. Now, there is a property for a person. I have my own perspective of something. I don't like this does not mean I will not say another one and I will not like. The fact that you don't like the club vibes and everything that is there, I will see another property. You feel like it might not show there. Landmarks, everything will show. If you're going to do a video for me, the landmarks will be there. Now, I don't need to go to MKH City. On the video, I can see that, oh, this is a place beside it. Monia train station is this. This and this and this and this is around that place. There is a property for a person. That is another one. Then, everyone has various perspectives. Now, let's say for inspection, you go to a place, you said they might not necessarily show you what and what is there. I can tell you to go to the site for me. Then you do a video call. I want to see everything. Technology has advanced beyond this level that, oh, you just do a short video. Take me to the toilet. Do a video of the toilet. Do a live video. I want to see how everything looks. It has to be well detailed. It's that seamless. Videos also enhances engagement. It also enhances engagement. That is, I will see this video online and I'll say yes. People will literally spread the video and we'll have more clients for the property. So it's not just about going there and all of that. I hope with these few points of mine, I'll be able to convince you, or not convince you, really, because it's...
I'll be saying some things to add to what he has said previously. Yeah, one thing I believe is that emotion cannot be erased in everything. All of us, we want to feel something. That is why we all have 5 senses. Except, I think, for only taste is what does not apply to this context. You want to feel what you're buying. You want to see it. You want to look at the environment and say, oh, I feel like I bought this property. I mean, when you get to, okay, let's say you go to my estate now. You say, oh, these are the type of people that are living in the environment. You cannot just say, oh, it is only what I see online. That is what I believe. And I believe that the end point of property acquisition is seeing the property itself. Virtual reality is the only thing that you want to be using. Do you know the cost that, is it all real estate company that can actually buy that? And this is not social media. We're not talking about drone. This is virtual reality, VT. It costs something. If we want to implement it in our company now, you know how much it will cost us. The expertise that we are going to get to effect that. How we are going to program our clients, you know, to start using this and get used to it is another thing. You know, when you go to an environment, let's say you want to do renter, you know, you get to ask your neighbors or see people and ask them what goes around in these environments. You cannot do that online. Human interaction, you have to ask, oh, how is the light? How is the water? What's going on? How do you do your family, the estate, whatever that you do? All these informations are very important. You cannot do all of that online and say, oh, okay. Like you said, it is doctored. So with this viewpoint of mine, I think I've been able to address.
My name is Olapupo Dasola Elizabeth, standing on the existing protocols. So I would like to ask you one question. Prioritizing one health, is it more important or not? You have to prioritize your health. That is why I would like to take you back to COVID-19. People actually have this money to invest, but they have to prioritize their health by not going out in order not to contact this deadly disease. So through their breath, talking and everything, people are actually avoiding it. So they stay back at home, at the comfort of their home. They have the opportunity to see various videos about the houses they want to buy. So they will be able to make a perfect house that is going to meet their certain criteria. Even if a client concluded that, okay, he wants to go for site inspection, he will still, at the end of the day, he will still go back home, make end the conversation with sending a text that is going to buy, and this payment is still going to be virtual because he can't say he wants to go to bank and make transaction. So with my little points, I think I'm able to convince you that virtual tour is more important.
Okay, thank you very much.
We all know 2020, people were not working. People stopped working because they stopped there. Only the health workers were the ones working at that time. People do not have that money. They don't have that luxury to spend. Payment of things were stopped because people do not know when this whole pandemic is going to stop, you know. And then we cannot overemphasize that coming to see the property that you want to buy is actually emotional. So I'll give you a list of things. So one is limited sensory experience. You know, as my colleague has said, you know, you need to feel it. You need to see all the features in it. If you want to stay with your family, how do you see if the space is enough, the playground, you know, you can't overemphasize that. And the inability to gauge the neighborhood and surroundings. I don't want to stay with my family in a place that is noisy, filled with some sort characters that my children are going to emulate, you know. And then the next one is lack of details for inspections. I don't have all the details. Virtual, you cannot give me all the details for inspection. But if I get there, I will know all the details that I want. I need to be in the building. Okay, this is where I want to do this. I want to do that. I need to feel it, you know. So the next one is potential misleading nature of virtual tours. Virtual tours, they mislead us. I've seen a lot of things. I'm going to speak like in procurement. I've seen a lot of things. They will say, this is it. And then when they bring it, it's not it. You know, the sizes are not the same and it's out of it. And then emotional connection and intuition. I need to be emotionally attached to what I'm buying. Thank you.
All right. Okay, to start with, standard and existing protocol. When you're emphasizing on the word, I need to feel, I mean, is it a spiritual problem? Yes. Because, to be honest with you, are you saying that everything you purchase in life, you go there in person and you feel it? That, okay, this thing, yes, this thing work for me. No, it doesn't work in that way. Also, video being doctored, to be honest with you, there's no way you can doctor a live video. Have you ever seen anyone doctoring a live video before? It's not possible. So, and it's easily, that is, talking about technology though, there is a way you can scan a particular material that it will give you the texture and give you the type of material they use. Also, the space, iPhone can do it. You can use the iPhone to calculate the space. I think we are talking about having completed the building right now. So to say either the building work with what they've already designed. Also, Google Health can help you in the issue you make mention of, that having a what is it called, clubhouse in front of the place he was intentionally want to purchase. So when you Google the place, Google Health can help you. Google Health will show every part of the place to show you if there is a clubhouse, even if there is a hole, it will show you there. It will show you the graphical representation of everything. So that is why technology is important for you as human in this 21st century. All right. We can also know every estate. Thank you.
There is a gap in knowledge of what you are saying. There's knowledge gap. There's a difference between a video and VR. Maybe you don't understand what VR means. Now, for me to be interested in a property, I would have seen the video just like you, right? I would have seen the video, 3D, I would have seen it. Everything that you have been saying since morning, any serious buyer will ask for them and would have seen them. Now, virtual reality is different. If you bring out your phone, and there is this resort at Ekiti, right? I wanted to go there, but when I saw the whole thing on the VR, I was like, I'm not really interested anymore. Virtual reality only show the inside of a building, not the environment, because all those ones can be gotten by anybody. Number two, my colleague here said that COVID-19, that people were not able to go out. That is a fallacy of hasty generalization. It's a one-time event that will not be happening every time. So you can't use that as a basis for virtual reality.
And then I also want to also advise us that when we are arguing, don't let's get too emotional and make some remarks that sounds funny about those things. For example, when he was saying, is it a spiritual thing? Do you understand? It's not wrong per se, but you know, but he was trying to pass his message across, and I think the whole point of this thing is that it's fun. So even when we're making comments, don't take it personal. Do you get the point? Because it doesn't affect whatever scores that I wrote down. I've already written my scores down before I even realized.
Spiritual problem.
Thank you. You've done well. You all did well, but there are some points I would like us to note. And then starting with the first speaker. Thank you for the clarity on the actual topic of the debate. We are talking about virtual tours. So when in this context, I believe what we are actually talking about, or let me say in the real estate context, what we want people to understand better is, can things be done virtually than being in person? Before, I thought what the context of the topic is virtual reality. I wanted to say, okay, they were only saying few points about virtual reality in its real sense. But if it's virtual tour, I believe it can be more than using only virtual reality. It can be more than using VR. It can be the use of videos, digital devices that does not require a physical visit. So for this context, I believe that is what this topic is addressing. So thank you for that. Then group 2, the first speaker, your stats should be like an opening argument, not a rebuttal. You started with a rebuttal and you ended with a rebuttal. Group 1, your points were valid, but were not convincing enough to say the truth. Everybody here, we all listened to what you said. You had a good point to hold on to, but there was no confidence, there was no words of conviction in your argument. Virtual reality, so you are misleading our audience, we as the judges and your co-debaters. So virtual reality does not capture what you can see inside alone. I believe virtual reality
is done for a city.
But
It's
can
done
it be
for
done
an
for
estate.
environment?
It's done
It
for
can.
a city. It's done for an estate.
The one I
It's
saw
done
is just
for-
the house.
that's
and then
that
So
limitation of knowledge, like you said.
understand? That gap.
So
Yeah,
there's knowledge gap. There's knowledge gap also. So I hope the other groups would learn from some of the few errors we've pointed out from this group. Thank you for coming.